Okay, I keep getting sidetracked from this whatever topic I'm making, but I want to talk about the weapon loot system in this game and why it kind of feels useless at the end of the day. Now, we can start off with weapon crafting, and there's going to be another one which is going to be sunsetting, but let's start off with weapon crafting. One of them is going to be me comparing craftable weapons to something like Grasp of Avarice. People don't really do Grasp anymore except for Matador. And within next season, it's going to be irrelevant. And I want to show you why. Let's first show off why the other weapons are completely useless. Now let's start off with something soft. Let's start off with the sword. First of all, last season we got this Taken Sword, which literally just replaces Hero of Ages, which was never really a talked about sword. Okay, that means it's useless. Now, let's talk about why does no one go for Isoluna anymore? People used to love that thing, no? Isoluna is literally a side-to-side weapon to Austringer. And Austringer has better perks overall. Now, of course, you can say Headstone is a reason, Kill Clip is a reason. But at the end of the day, if you're going for a consistency and better feeling weapon, Austringer is gonna take the cake. You can't say I'm wrong, no? First of all, it's a craftable and has enhanced traits, and just overall the perk combinations for consistency, Eye of the Storms and Moment is gonna be better than Snapshot Rangefinder. Okay, that's fine. But what about Sniper? What Sniper could possibly replace? Oh shit, 1,000 Yard, right? The Snapshot Quick Draw. That was what everyone was so excited about when it came back. Well, Beloved is in the game for a reason, baby. Beloved literally just does what 1,000 Yard do, but better. Literally. Better stats and everything. From, okay, except for range, but everything from aim assist to, stability is just better. So there's not even a reason to get 1,000 Yard. Okay. But everyone gets Matador for a reason. What could possibly be better than a Matador? Next season, we're getting a shotgun called Prophet of Doom. And as you can see right now in the current state, it's basically competing with Matador already. With incredible handling, max range, really good aim assist, and Matador barely competes. Now, Matador does have Threat Detector, which is going to be the only perk making the difference between these two. If Prophet of Doom gets Threat Detector next season, Matador will be completely irrelevant. And as people are calling it the best shotgun, at least the legendary shotgun in the game, they're just gonna power creep it. Again. And once you get the 5 red borders for Prophet of Doom, you're never going to have to farm for a shotgun ever again. Just think about that one for a second. And if they one day decides to give us a Master Gauss, then guess what? It's gonna be even better, because then you can put an in-depth mod on it. But you see the problem with weapon crafting already, right? Oh, you remember the seasonal content that's coming out next season? Actually, never mind. It's irrelevant. Because seasonal content is also literally completely irrelevant because of the structure of the seasonal system with the weapons. First of all, you don't even need to play the seasonal activity to farm for the seasonal weapons. Second of all, you can craft every seasonal weapon really easily. I haven't even done a single seasonal activity except for the first 2 or 3 weeks. And as you can see, I've basically almost everything crafted. And if it isn't for the Crucible playlist, I wouldn't be in this position. Now, of course, if you want to farm for something faster, you can always do the seasonal activities, but you only need 5 red borders. And that's really easy to get, especially with a game that gives you incredible amount of engrams for just playing PvP. Once you get the ritual table drop or sonar station, war table, engram focusing, whatever it is, you never have to touch the playlist again. You don't even need to think about seasonal activity, because you can get the engrams from doing everything else, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but for making seasonal content that's supposed to be replayable, it's not really replayable. You don't even need to play the thing. You don't get anything out of it. You're wasting your time playing something dumb as a seasonal activity in this game. Like me personally, I don't even do it anymore. I've stopped doing it since Defiant. At least, no, we can go back even further. Since 30th anniversary, probably. I haven't done any seasonal content since then, or at least not done more than I need to. Just think about that. Someone who has crafted basically every weapon in the game. I don't even do the activity required to get the weapon. And the other thing is, the only reason these engrams are good to begin with is not for the weapon drops, because you craft the weapons and then the drops are irrelevant. It's for the insane, stupid weapon armor focusing, which makes, guess what? It power creeps armor. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing that either, because you can get perfect armor for 0 effort, and it makes just playing the game really irrelevant. Because if you can do the easiest activity to get the best armor, what's the point of doing something like the hard activities for better armor? Thought about that? And it makes me wonder, why even add all these challenging activities in the game if there's no reason to do them? Because weapon crafting basically makes almost everything irrelevant. If there's a new frame of weapon coming out that we haven't been able to craft yet, like a precision frame shotgun, next season, it will just power creep every other precision frame shotgun in the game, because you can get a perfect roll, and you can on top of that enhance the perks, and you have to put 0 effort into it. Bungie giving us more variety of them is not necessarily a bad thing, but I think the fact that they're making the game simpler and simpler every single year by doing this, we're basically going back to year 1. And if people remember year 1, every weapon was, of course, a specific drop. You couldn't change the perks, you couldn't change anything. But at this rate, Bungie's basically making it so everyone's just going to use the best of the best, have the best meta. I can even talk about subclasses for this one. Everyone's just going to use the most brain-dead subclass, the best aspects, the best fragments, the best grenade, and the best super even. And it's not going to matter. It's just not going to matter. You want to go into trials? Okay, go on Void Titan. Put on the best aspects, fragments, grenade, and super. Because at the end of the day, you don't need to worry about having to play a specific tree for a specific playstyle. You don't need to worry about side effects to that ability. You don't need to worry about side effects with that tree. You're not limited with grenades. You can only choose between 3 grenades because the other subclasses get the others because it fits them more. You don't have to worry about a specific super for the subclass because you can choose. It simplifies the game to a bigger extent than what I thought. When I heard about the 3.0 subclass system, I was excited because the way stasis worked was differently. There's only one super to begin with, and they're giving us different ways to play around with it. But when they're integrating it to something that the game has been built around, it makes it just simpler. Because what's the point of even build crafting or playing around with different stuff if everyone's just going to use the same stuff? I'm going to put on these aspects: Echo of Starvation, Echo of Vigilance, Echo of Persistence, and Echo of Undermining. One of them gives me Devour, one of them gives me an Overshield, one of them increases Devour and Overshield, and the other one weakens targets with grenades. Okay, next one. I choose Scatter Grenades because this grenade is the most consistent one-shot grenade in the game. It can kill multiple people and it makes the area explode. And it's really good to make your enemies... Oh wait, they can't move because they're dead. So best grenade, best fragments. I'm going to use Offensive because whenever I get an Overshield, I get increased melee range and melee damage. And on top of that, my grenade regen significantly faster. Oh, wait, I'm going to use Bastion. Casting my Barricade also gives me an Overshield. And guess what? It gives it to my teammates as well. Oh, wait, you also regen the Overshield by being close to the Barricade. So you have that one as well. And I'm going to use Bubble, which is the fastest cooldown super in the game. And guess which game mode this specifically implies for? A zone-based game mode. And guess what Trials is? A zone-based game mode. Why would I use a super that has 2 minutes more of cooldown when I can get it the fastest for literally 0 effort. I can get a super in 5 minutes instead of getting a super in 7 minutes for 0 effort. Now, I'm gonna make a whole nother video about this. This is taking way too long. Let me know your opinions and what you want me to talk about, because I'm gonna make a bigger video, because I can't actually unravel it all in one video without making this hours long. Please let me know. Give me your thoughts and give me everything. I want to understand everyone's perspective on this. And if you think I'm babbling and rabbling, let me know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you around.